What's up everyone, this is Chinky. Today we're going to test Amai mask tenacity. So I know a lot of information out there saying that tenacity for Amai mask is based on his own HP. Okay, let's have a look. What does it does? Grants tenacity to all allies when battle begins. Absorb damage by 30% of HP. Okay, today we're going to try to test and see is it based on the individual character's HP in the lineup or Amai mask HP? Actually, I already know the answer, but let's for the sake of this video, let's have a test. And okay, let me try. Okay, I forgot what is my lineup. Okay, but anyway, let's see. Okay, I have a Undying Shield emblem, so my first row will be able to have tenacity of up to 20%. Okay, all tenacity shield is gone. Right? Okay, so because it's only 20%, can go here and have a look. So this is my Undying Shield, right? Grants tenacity to the front row by 20% of max HP. Okay, their max HP. Okay, now let me put in Amai mask. Where's my Amai mask? Okay. Hey, let's do it. Okay. Let's try PK again. Same thing. Okay. Opponent's NK is going to hit again. Guess what? My shield still stands for the front row. But after Atomic Samurai hit, if you notice, all the shields are gone except for Amai mask. Okay, what does it mean? So basically, if it's based on Amai mask HP, so if it's based on Amai mask HP, then the shield will still be on, right? But because it's based on my character's HP, these characters have less than 100k HP, so that's the reason why their shield are so weak. HP 94, 100k, 100k. So it shows that actually it's based on Amai. It's not based on Amai mask HP. It's based on the individual character's HP for the tenacity. Okay, second thing I'm going to try to in a way share with you guys is the lineup. How you're going to use Amai mask. Okay, currently we are still using Goro. Okay, so basically this is like the arena lineup that most of us are still using. Okay. In future when bomb is available, there will be more creative ways of using it. So the reason why I don't use ATT right now is because she's still too flimsy. But of course we can still put her in and try to use this particular line of that. I think which is still quite interesting. Okay, so basically what does this lineup do? Amai mask will hit and heal. So Amai mask actually heals. Restore HP of all allies, which in turn will trigger the passive for Genius. And ATT will increase damage up to 30%. ATT. Okay, so Watchdog Man will first hit, right? And will seal energy, 2 energy for 1 round. After that, ATT will hit and remove the seal energy. So effectively, your opponent will be running less 2 energy every round because the seal energy will not go back to opponent's energy. It's just like what the octopus is doing. Okay, but much better. You can put specimen here also. But right now they are too flimsy, so I'm not using them right now. But let's say for example in future, if there's a core, let's imagine this as bomb core, then you can actually use this lineup, or Magic Man is fine too. Okay, so for every lineup, right, there is a king, the general, and the officer. So the core is the main, is like the king. So if there's no core, right, you basically can't run any lineup at all. It will just collapse. The second thing we need to, most important, is the general. General is the damage dealer. So in this lineup, the damage dealers are actually ATT and Vaccine Man. The rest, Magic Man, Dr. Genius, Amai, they are just supports. So to me, supports are like the officers. So in the army. So basically, you will still need to draw ATT and RMG. So unless you're able to draw bomb core, then you have sufficient for ATT and RMG. Then you draw Amai, or else even the best support, right, has no one to support. So what's the point of it? So I think if you have seen my video on Amai versus SSR Sonic, you will understand that I'm a pro supporter for Amai, but then like I did mention that if you do not have sufficient BT for bomb core and RMG or ATT, then don't draw him. Yeah, so it's kind of useless for me to talk about the tier list, but if you guys want, then I'll talk about it. But for my tier list, I actually break it down into 3 parts: the king, the generals, and the officers. So if you are not able to draw the king, then no point drawing the general or even officer. Think of it like you're going to a war, right? The most important is the core. You play a live clash. If opponents just ban your Guru, basically you can just quit the game lah, right? And if they ban your RMG or ATT and you have no more damage dealer, basically the match is also gone. So I hope you guys understand what I mean or even Genius. Okay, Genius is also the general, the damage dealer. So you need to have some form of damage dealers. And alright, that's about it. Okay, so before I forget, I need to end in this part. This is actually the bomb core description. At the start of the match, all allies gain 100% of charge tenacious, absorb direct damage and extra damage. Does not absorb dot injury. The tenacious effect can be charged up by tenacity to maximum of 180%. So what it means that, so Amai 30% can be charged add on to this tenacious buff. So that's also one of the reasons why for me personally, Amai is a very, very good support. So even if you do not have speed, it's still okay. You don't need to actually push him out for speed. So basically think of it this way: if opponent's Amai speed is higher than yours, but he died in the first round and yours managed to survive, so the match is essentially over, because in the second round your Amai's is the highest speed and you will be able to boost up your same role to act first, and opponent do not even have Amai right now and they'll be sitting ducks. So my point is, try to go for HP speed if you can, and if you are able to push up the speed, by all means, but don't try to forgo the HP, because HP to me is also a very important stats for Amai. Hope you guys like the video, and if you have time, can watch me do my live clash pulling of the runes. Thank you.